What you crying for? I don't think a lot of people understand that as a kid. I got told that so much. You gotta man up. I got in trouble for feeling, for expressing my opinion. I don't know how. I wasn't taught how to love. I was taught how to work, how to provide. I want to be much more than that. I'm much more than a man that provides to need to be marginalized. I'm a person that wants to be loved. I don't have to be macho with you. I don't want a woman that makes me feel like I gotta be at second grade again, being taught not to cry and to feel and to express and to be loved. I want to be hugged. Wasn't hugged enough. I want to be valued for not what I can bring to the table, but for being a beautiful soul like you. I want to be cared for. And I'm not afraid to say it, ladies, your man needs you for much more than just letting him provide for you. He needs you up here. And he gonna fight you every step of the way, because from birth he's been taught that this is the person he's supposed to be. Never let her pick up a check. Never let her plan some. You are the romance. He needs you to tell him, it is okay, babe, I got you. Let me show you that I can be what you need from a mental standpoint, an emotional, a romantic. Let me show you you are appreciated. Quit fighting that. Because we've been fighting it all our lives. If you can't be there for me, past my ability to provide from you, then I don't want it. I want somebody that I can talk to. That's going to pour into me as much as I'm going to pour into her. Somebody that refuses to allow me to refuse her gestures of gratitude, her dates, her paying for it, her gifts. Because I need that secretly. I don't know about a lot of men that's watching right now. But I want to be loved. I want to be appreciated, and I want to be valued too. And I know it ain't the man thing to say. But that manhood, that identity of manhood was beat into me. That ain't what I chose. And I guarantee it's a lot of people around the world that didn't chose this idea of being a man. Love me as a person. Love me as somebody that's there for you. Appreciate me like you want me to appreciate you. Help me. Comfort me. I'm not too much of a man to tell you those are the things I really look for. I'm much more than a provider. I'm a person. And I need love too.
Yo, what's up, my How About You bros? What's up, kings? What's up, guys? What's up, stars? Hey, man, so today's video, you know what I'm saying, it was sent to me by a queen via DM, and you know what I'm saying, so I watched the clip, I watched the whole thing, and it's kind of very disturbing. Well, you know, first of all, this dude, you know what I'm saying, he is suffering from a lot of damage, a lot of psychological damage and mental trauma from his childhood. He's obviously missing a lot of things, you know. Maybe his mother wasn't very caring, maybe she wasn't very nurturing. You see what I'm saying? He wasn't nurtured a lot, he wasn't hugged a lot, he wasn't shown a lot of love and a lot of affection, and his esteem wasn't built up. You know, before we continue, go ahead and hit that like button, man. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button and smash that notification bell. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, as I digress, yeah, his parents, his mother wasn't very nurturing, and obviously he didn't have too much of a father figure around either, because if he did, he would have a more concise viewpoint on his role as a man. You see what I'm saying? So first and foremost, before this guy needs to be out here, you know, chasing women or crying out to women, he's got a lot of work to do on himself. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, spiritually, physically, mentally. Well, I already said that, mentally, physically, spiritually. He has to do a lot of work on himself. I would even venture to say he needs to get psychological help. He needs to see a therapist, a psychologist, and talk about some deep-rooted traumatic issues that he has grown up with into a man. So basically what we're looking at is a boy in a man's body. You see what I'm saying? He's a boy in a man's body, and you know, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of us out here. That's one of the reasons why I wrote the book, and it's not an insult to anybody out there. Is because of the way that we were raised, is how we grew up. You see what I'm saying? A lot of us grew in single parent homes with our mothers, and unfortunately, a lot of our moms and mothers out there weren't caring, weren't loving, weren't nurturing. A lot of the parents, a lot of the mothers, single mothers out there, don't even want the child because they got an issue with the father. So, you know, thank God he wasn't abandoned or killed as a baby, you know what I'm saying, left in a trash can somewhere. But apparently, you know, he just wasn't loved a lot. So, you know, the whole basis of this video is predicated upon, you know, you can't be out here chasing women until, you know, you basically have your shit together. Now, I have a lot of previous videos about this topic, but this one really hits home. Okay? So, as you know, there's a principle, there's a code that I live by, and it's a Ma'at principle. It says that the highest calling of a man is to protect a woman so she can walk the earth unharmed, right? And conversely, it says that the lowest calling of a man is to ambush a woman and force his way into her life. But let's talk about the highest calling. So, as a man, as a high value man, not just a man, because again, there's a lot of men out here, you know what I'm saying, but they're boys in men's bodies. So as a high value man, as a God that I call you guys, as a king that I assert with you guys, and as a star of your own movie that, you know, that I bolster in you guys' minds, I inculcate it and drill it. You have to stand that your highest calling is to protect a woman. So, as far as being a high value man, you have to have your shit together. This is why I wrote the book. And I devoted a whole chapter to having your shit together. I gave you what attractive women want in men, which is basically every fucking thing, right? But I even gave you a case study where it talked about how women want what? Good genes, right? Economic investments, good parenting proclivities, and also, you know, just being a virtuous kind of guy. So that talks about being kind, polite, chivalrous, etc., but not a sycophant, not a simp, not a beta, not a cuck, right? Those type of, and an omega male, you know, you don't want to be a zero or the least motherfucker out there, right? So let's talk about economic investments again, real quick. So, one of your let's talk about good genes. So, if you want to be at the top echelon of men, if you want to be high value, you want to be the top 3%, the top 10% of men, right? Okay, well, good genes, it basically comes down to having good genetics, having high sexual market value, and being attractive, right? So we talked about staying in the gym, you know, your fitness level. You have to be fit, guys. You got to get into shape. You know, I talk about it time and time and time again. Stay in the gym, get into shape. You got to be fit. Either an athletic build, a muscular build, something like that. But you want to have that V shape, okay? You want to have that V shape as it relates to your height. Well, as it relates to your shoulder and waist ratio, that 1.6 V shape, that's very attractive to women. It's a scientific fact. So get in the gym, get that going. That correlates to having good genes. Just like we like the hourglass figure and we like curves and fat asses and small waists and shit like that, nice titties and all that. Well, women like the V shape. Why? Because it says that you're strong. Why? Because it says that you're fit. Because you have to look at things on a primal level. Yeah, you see, like right now we live in a society where everything is about instant gratification. You can get instant food from the microwave. You can call Uber Eats and have the shit delivered to you. You don't even have to cook anymore. You don't have to go out and hunt, none of that shit, right? You don't have to go out and kill a cow or wrestle down a cow and milk it and produce milk and shit like that. You don't have to build a chicken coop, put some hens in there, let them lay the eggs and gather and scramble you some eggs in the morning, right? You know what I'm saying? Like everything is, you know, you either go to the store or you call it and have it delivered. Instant gratification. You know, even sex is instant gratification now for all you OnlyFans niggas, right? For all you porn ass niggas, right? So that's another video, but I'm just saying, right? Everything is instant gratification. And with instant gratification, it makes you fucking lazy. So as it relates to having good genes and being in the V shape, guys, and just being a fit man, you're standing out from the rest. And guess what? You know, you get 10 men together, right? 9 of those men are probably not going to work out. You get one out. You have probably 1 out of 10 guys that work out. I'm talking minimum 4 days a week. I recommend you get in the gym 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, and you let the weekend be your rest period. You see what I'm saying? Not only that, getting in the gym, you have to be able to fight. We're talking about provision, right? You want to be able to provide defense. Okay, so this is under good. This is under what was it? The first category, just being fit, right? This is under good genes. So if you have good genes, you have to be able to fight. You know what I'm saying? So what do I mean by that? Well, I always talk about the lion, right? Because when you look at our ancient ancestors, the Egyptians, and our ancient Kemet and things like that, I mean, you got a whole sphinx in front of the pyramids of Giza, right? Right on the west side, right? You have the sphinx, okay? You have the human face of a woman, right, on top of a lion's body. So that's the anthropomorphic and the zoomorphic of a man and a lion, right? So the wisdom of a human, of a man, and the courage of a lion. So in other words, when you look at lion society, when you look at lion society, what does that lion king provide? I see myself as a lion king. You see what I'm saying? So that lion king provides a territory, a whole fucking territory for his pride. And what does his pride consist of? Lioness, okay, his queens, other women, right? His wives or whatnot, and his offspring, his children. You see what I'm saying? But guess what? Those queens are not going to fuck with him if he can't provide any real estate, right? So how does that translate? Provision, okay? So if you and your girl cohabitate, you and your wife cohabitate, you and your wives, maybe you're on some polygamy type stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty much into that too at this point, right? But maybe you're on the polyamory type thing now, or even on the monogamy thing, right? If you guys cohabitate, you're the man. You're supposed to be responsible with providing the real estate or a place to live, right? House, apartment, whatever the fuck it is, you should be able to cover that rent with a mortgage. You see what I'm saying? At least 90% of it, if not 100, because if you try to go with this 50-50 shit, now you guys looking like roommates, and she's really not going to respect you on that level. It's going to be like a roommate type of vibe instead of a king type of vibe. You see what I'm saying? It pretty much costs to be the boss. You know what I mean? So you want to assign your girl or your girls the miscellaneous expenses, like, the utility bills, light, water, shit like that, having to buy the food. You know what I'm saying? Because what do the lioness do? They go out and they hunt and they provide the food and feed the pride. You see what I'm saying? So basically, in the video, this guy is crying out for love. He's crying out for being cared for and nurtured for. But guess what, guys? A woman cannot love you. A woman is not going to nurture you. She's not going to pleasure you. She's not going to please you. She's not going to support you if you can't provide for her through security. You see what I'm saying? She has to be able to feel safe. She has to feel secure to do those things. You see what I'm saying? That's the feminine. The feminine is all about bonding, making families, and being nurturing and caring and amplifying and reproducing and replicating you. See, women, the goddesses, the high quality women, the sexy women, the 8, 9s, and 10s are all women in that regard, right? They want to replicate, you know what I'm saying, the most high value men that they can attract through their beauty, through their aesthetics. You see what I'm saying? Men want the baddest chicks that they can get, and women want the most high value guys that they can get. You see what I'm saying? So with that exchange, whether it be one woman or many women, this is what they want. You see what I'm saying? So if you guys are cohabitating, it costs to pay the boss. You got to foot that bill. You got to cover that mortgage. You got to cover that rent because you're providing the real estate, just like that male lion. Now think about it. Now that's just in terms of good genes. Working out, being fit, having sexual market value, and all that, right? Because the hotter the women are that you have in your life, the higher your sexual market value is going to be because they validate you, right? So let's talk about good economic investment. So we're talking about money. So the first category was having good, muscles and fitness and things like that. Right now, you need money. You need money. So if you don't have your shit together, if you don't have your own place or whatever, or your ability to provide for a place, you don't have transportation, you don't have money in the bank, you don't have a job, you know what I'm saying? You don't have a career, or you're not building a business, right? A dream, something that's bigger than your job. A dream, a mission, a focus, a purpose. You see what I'm saying? If you don't have any of that you're building on the side, because the whole thing that you really want to do is acquire what? You want to acquire passive residual income to the extent that it scales so much that now you become financially independent. You don't have to work for anybody, right? Because the ultimate level of a high value man is being not necessarily self-employed, but totally financially independent. You got so much wealth off of your own efforts and through leveraging your efforts through other people's time, energy, and money, that now what? Right? Now that you are a mogul, now that you're a successful businessman, an entrepreneur, or an investor. You see what I'm saying? So you got to get busy with that. Okay, that's having good economic investment. And if you're not there yet, you need to be demonstrating that ambition through your mission, purpose, and focus. So this is where you don't want to make a woman the star of your own movie, right? You should have laser beam focus on your purpose, whatever it may be. I can't define that for you. That's for you to figure out. You see what I'm saying? But you can't just be satisfied with having a job, bro. No, build a brand, build a business. You know what I'm saying? Drop an album. You know what I'm saying? Make some movies, write a book, whatever. Whatever it is that you can scale, whatever talent it is that you have, become an athlete, whatever the fuck it is, scale it. Build a business around it, monetize it, create some revenue, invest, things of that nature, stocks, bonds, mutual funds. You know what I'm saying? Forex, the Forex market, foreign exchange market, money market accounts, things like that, where you get dividends. You want to see, because really, just like I told you guys to read Rich Dad, Poor Dad and the Cash Flow Quadrant, you want to spend your life acquiring what? Assets and not liabilities, and even with women. So your woman should be an asset and not a liability. That doesn't mean that she's going to be living with you freeloading. No, she's going to be contributing to the house. She's going to be paying bills. She's going to be bringing food in that house. She's going to help you scale that business, and she's an asset, right? Now you're getting other women to your life. Now, if you're on a polyamory type thing, now you got more of those women as an asset, just like that male lion. But guess what? They're not going to fuck with you unless you fit. They're not going to fuck with you unless you provide that real estate. Because think about it. The male lion is fit. He's strong, right? If his mane ain't dark and black, if he not fit, if that nigga can't fight, they're not going to fuck with him. He ain't going to be no damn Lion King. You see what I'm saying? Now think about it too, right? Guys, you need to learn how to fight. You need to learn how to shoot. You need to learn how to work a knife, a sword, edge weapons. You need to get into a martial art dojo. At the very least, you need to learn how to box. You see what I'm saying? Kickbox, whatever the fuck it is, jujitsu, nigga. Get in a martial arts dojo, because these are the foundation of being a high value guy. This is what women are attracted to. Muscles, money, bravado, ambition. You're on your purpose. You're here to leave a stamp on this planet. You're here to leave a dent in the universe. You're here to leave a legacy, something that you can pass down to your children, something you can pass down, you see what I'm saying, to the next generation and beyond, right? You want to build a dynasty, a whole fucking empire. And these are the things that women respect. You see, because guess what? You probably never heard this. Well, you did. You probably heard it when you read it in my book. But guess what? A woman cannot love you unless she respects you, bro. I'm going to say it again. A woman cannot love you unless she respects you. Okay? So even other niggas respect you when you strong. When you got a nice fit physique, you stand out from the rest. When you got money in the bank, that you get respect from other niggas. Yeah, he got bread. He got paper. You know what I'm saying? That nigga, he can run up a bag. That type of thing. Man, that nigga fight. That nigga, you know what I'm saying? Don't fuck with that dude. He'll knock your ass out. You see what I'm saying? Niggas sit there in their mind. So what you think a woman is saying? Right? When they can see a dude that works out and he's fit, he got money in the bank, and other niggas feel you, other niggas respect you because you can handle yourself, she feels protected. Now she don't mind putting on a sexy dress. Now she don't mind, you know what I'm saying, going to the beach with you with a bikini on. You know what I'm saying? Now she don't mind putting on some booty shorts because she know a nigga ain't gonna say nothing crazy. You see what I'm saying? Because you gonna check that. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, women love power. Women love strength. All right? So we talked about, you know what I'm saying, having good genes, economic investments. Now we're talking about good parenting, proclivities. Okay? So, you know, you just good with children. You're good with pets, shit like that. Demonstrate that. You're just good with people. You treat people right. You know what I'm saying? You're kind. You're passionate. That kind of a thing. You see what I'm saying? You want to demonstrate those compassionate sides of you. Show that you're fucking human. You know, just be Ma'at. Show some Ma'at principles. Just look up the 42 laws of Ma'at. They're virtuous. Even the Bible stole from that shit. The Ten Commandments came from the 42 laws of Ma'at. But anyway, moving on. Right? And then the other one was good parenting and proclivities, and you know, just being a virtuous kind of guy. So just
emotional commitment.
You know, it's okay to be chivalrous. It's okay to be kind. It's okay to be polite, but you're not going to be nice. You're not going to be a sycophant. You're not going to be a beta male. You're not going to be a doormat. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be a cuck. You know what I'm saying? You're going to put your foot down. You're going to set some boundaries. You're going to have some requirements, right? She's going to have to meet you, right? You're going to get a return on your investment with your woman or women that you have in your life, right? And return on your investment. That's your ROI. She's going to have to meet you too. She's going to be an asset to you and not just a liability. What do I mean by that? Again, meet. She's going to have to meet you with her money. She's going to have to pay some bills too, her energy. She's going to have to take you out too, time, you know, here and there, buy you some gifts, shit like that, right? She's going to have to invest in you too. So she's going to have to invest with her money, her energy, which means her effort, her emotions and time, right? So this is how this shit works, guys. But you can't come to the table empty, bro. You can't come to the table empty, bro. You can't come to the table and expect to attract a goddess, a queen, a bad chick, a 8, 9, and 10, you know what I'm saying, a hot girl, a dime piece, none of that, whatever the fuck you want to call them. You can't come to the table just saying, oh, I want you to love me and respect me for me. Nah, bro, it don't work like that. Let me tell you something. The only woman that can possibly love you for you is your mother. Why? Because you was connected to her in her womb. You grew inside of her womb. That's the only one that can really love you unconditionally. Other than that, it's some conditional love out there. You see what I'm saying? Like, women will fall in love with you when you do the work on yourself and you become your best version and be this high value guy. Yeah, they can and will fall in love with you. But if you stop putting out the value, if you stop being the valuable man that you are, they're gonna fucking ghost you. They ain't gonna stick around. You lose your job and you stay there and you don't try to replace that job, or your business fail and you don't flip it and do something else and you just give up, nigga, she gonna give up on you because you gave up on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Women are here to amplify you. They're here to cheerlead you. They're here to make you, they're here to amplify you. They bring out the best in you, bro. So again, their hypergamy is not bad. Just use it in your favor. Use it to become the best version of yourself. And again, don't just do this shit for them. Do it for your fucking self. Because nigga, I came here to be great. I don't know about you. You didn't come here to be mediocre. You came here to be great. You came here to be awesome. You came here to be the God that you are. You see what I'm saying? So get off your ass. Get the shit done. Get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? And stop looking for excuses. As a high value man, as a high status man, as a God, king, the star of your own movie, this is what you are. You're fucking great. You're a step above the rest. You're a step above the rest. And this is what's going to keep women vying for you. This is what's going to give you options. You know what I'm saying? All you niggas out there that want the whole poly thing, all you niggas out there that want, you know, the baddest, this is what you got to do. This is what you got to be. You know what I mean? And that don't mean when you meet it, you come out with your pockets first. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Let them discover that stuff. Let them discover through mystery and wondering and things like that. And they're going to respect and love you more on that level. But at the end of the day, man, that's all I got for now, man. I hope that hit home, man. That guy needs some help in this video. You know what I'm saying? Do the work on yourself. Make it a lifestyle and be great. That's all I got, man. I'm out. Hey, man, go ahead and get the t-shirt. You see how I'm rocking it? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get that. There's a clip. There's a link for it down below. Get the book, How to Be a High Value Man, The Blueprints to Successful Women. It's available in ebook and paperback. You know what I'm saying? Guys, add me on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Shoot me a DM. Give me a topic. It's Ace_Heru, ACE_Heru. Like, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Like my shit, share my shit, subscribe to my shit. Smash that notification bell. You know what I'm saying? Leave me a comment. You know what I mean? Let me know how I'm doing out here. You know what I'm saying? It helps the channel grow also. Guys, you got a problem with a woman, you want to figure some shit out, you want a one-on-one consultation, write me an email, AC Mitchell, ACIE Mitchell at 333. AC ie333@gmail.com. Send me that email. Check it out. You want to do a video consultation one-on-one? I got you. Guys, if this video is valuable to you and it's adding value to your life, hey man, shoot me $1, shoot me $5, whatever, on a donation to my Cash App. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much it, man. Much love, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll see you